Good morning. This is Angela. Today's a cup of tea. The next step, as we continue on this evolutionary period and we're working on ourselves and working on our spiritual journeys and working towards enlightenment, we are, and I've talked about this, we're working so hard on ourselves, and that's really a very important thing. And I always tell people the first and highest priority is truly to work on yourself, to be happy with yourself, to be in love with yourself, because as you do that and clear it all out, clear out all the skunk, the more and more you do that, the brighter your light shines. And the brighter your light shines, the brighter you bring up the more you bring up the vibration of those around you. So just by proxy, then you begin to help others without even doing anything, just by helping yourself. So that's step one. And then the next step is connecting heart to heart. That we need to, for us to begin to connect to heart again, because, I've talked about this a long time ago on how, even though we're connected 24/7 on all these electronic devices that we have, that we actually connect heart to heart less and less than ever before. Our egos connect, and our egos actually thrive in this chatter, all this chatter. But there's this part of us that has, sort of put the heart to heart connection aside. And in a way, we sort of put ourselves in a bubble in many respects, in many parts of the cultures of all across the world. And so now it's time, here's my understanding, is now it's time for us to take away those bubbles in so many different layers. And I know that many people, when we start talking about this, they're like, well, yeah, I'm afraid of other people. I don't like other people. Or other people bring me down. Other people do this. But what is important to remember is this. I am a part of you. If I am manifested to you watching this video, then that means that there's a part of me, a part of you that is me, and a part of me that is you. So as we connect heart to heart and connect with each other, we are actually connecting with other facets of ourselves. And that's if you really truly feel the oneness and you aspire to regain the oneness of our divinity. Because once we do actually feel that connection to all, then we come back to our true divinity, because then we do have a conscious remembrance of all of it. So, and that's a really big concept. But if we back it up to just connecting heart to heart, if we are ever present, if we are 100% present in this moment, then I am only here with you. I am not thinking about, picking up the kids from this or going to this place or getting this project done. I'm thinking about us and our interaction and how we can, connect, and just connecting, period. There's a lot of fear around that, and part of it has to do with ego. Obviously, anything that has to do with fear starts with that. And we have set ourselves up in many ways to say, well, and when you start working on your spirituality, if you start working on the expanded universe and your expanded consciousness, and and you start meditating and you start being really sensitive to all of this other stuff around us, many people start with learning about putting a bubble or a shield around them so that they can then, shield off any negative energies and all that kind of stuff. Well, I am imploring you today to look at it from a different perspective. And I was guided to, and it never really felt right, because I'm like going, well, the bubble, if I'm putting a bubble or a shield around me, then that means I'm separating myself even from any being, from any negativity or whatever. And I understand that, but we are all one, and any separation at all that we put in is separation, and we've done that. We're done with that experience, so we're coming back to our oneness, we're coming back to our connection. And in doing so, I've talked so many times about how we're taking down the walls. Well, this is another way to take down the walls. Instead of putting a bubble around you when you're setting up your day, or we're setting up how you are connecting with people, how about emanating? How about instead becoming impervious to lower vibrations and negative energies or consciousness, and simply becoming impervious to that invulnerable, impenetrable, and instead just shine that light as high and brightly as you possibly can, and invite any being into your space who would like to be in there, as long as they come in and match your vibration. That's the way I have my auric field set up. And that's, we're going a little bit over into the woo-woo area, but it is a way for us to start reconnecting, because that is one of the areas of that we're shifting from the old thinking to the new in the spiritual world. And that is going from putting the bubble to, or the shield, to emanating and transforming, because that's part of it anyway. Because again, if we come back to the brighter I shine my light, the higher the vibration I can be, the higher I can bring others around me into that high vibration and help them. So, of course, any darker or negative energy or entity, you can come on into my space, but in the process, you will be transformed to that highest vibration of Creator's unconditional love, and then, you're there too. So, okay. Just a different way of looking at it, a different perspective. And when you feel that way, when you feel like you are impervious, and when you understand that you are, that we have the full control over what energies actually affect us, and that the only time that somebody can hurt us, or something can hurt us, or do damage to us, is when we give them permission to do it on an etheric level, then you really realize how much in control of your surroundings and of your situation and of your experience that we truly are. Now, a lot of people will balk at that. What do you mean? It's only somebody can only hurt me if I give them permission. Well, here's the thing. We have all decided the experiences we wanted to have in this life. And before we ever came here. And that's what we said, okay, I'm going to package myself this way. I'm going to have this kind of life. These are those in my soul family that I'm calling on to help me with these lessons that I want to do and I want to have. And, if there are any that you choose to have with trauma, drama, or illness, well, then guess what? Okay, I really need you to give me that experience, so that, because I'm not going to prompt it myself, so it's going to have to be prompted that way, because to have that, to get to this point, to get to this perspective, then I need to have that experience. So if you start turning that around, some of the people in our lives who have given us the toughest, most challenging, sometimes what you perceive as the most negative experiences, can be the ones that have taught us the most and helped transform us the most. And that's a big one to grasp for many people, for many, when you get to that point, when you can truly accept that, then it's so easy to forgive, to release, and actually to have gratitude for those people, because of the fact that they love you enough to come into this life and actually, do that challenging and difficult task. And then, of course, the next step is learning, I don't have to do any of this with trauma, drama, or illness. I can do it all with grace and ease and balance and harmony and joy. So many facets of this, and I could talk about this topic. It was just like, wow, yeah, this is a huge one. So I'm gonna get to. I want you to start thinking about that. I want you to start thinking about the way you connect with others, and when you're with them, are you truly with them? Are you truly present in the moment? Or are you distracted? Are you texting? Are you listening for the phone to ring, or answering the phone in the middle of a conversation? Instead of doing that, turn the phone ringer off, and put it away. And close the laptop and actually look into each other's eyes and connect and talk and understand what's going on, or just experience together. And in the process, also be conscious of your light and be conscious of being impervious and being able to bring others' light up around you. And your perspective starts to change. So the clearing today is actually a pretty big one. So it's probably going to take me a couple minutes to get through it. But it is too. First of all of this is without trauma, drama, or illness, without creating or recreating any situations for illustration or experience, and all with ease and grace and balance and harmony and joy and excitement and adventure and humor in the highest and best, most positive way. And all via an instantaneous and comprehensive download, all the information via instantaneous and comprehensive download with fully conscious understanding. So we got that out of the way. To get Creator's truth and understanding on emanating our light, on being impervious, on how to be impervious and how to shine our light, how to be the light, to bring forth any and all lessons that have come through in all of our experiences and all of our lifetimes, in relation to this, that have brought forth any perspectives or any beliefs or regrets, resentments, rejections regarding I can be hurt or harmed by others without my permission. I am vulnerable. I am afraid of others. I am afraid of other people. I can be hurt by other people. I am alone. I am separate. Any and all events throughout all of our experiences that have brought forth those beliefs, and get creator's truth and understanding and the perception versus reality of what happened and why. And then pull out any and all self-limiting thoughts, words, and actions that have come out of those beliefs from those events throughout. And we're going to pull those out of the cellular level, transform the creator's light, send back to creator, close those receptors absolutely and permanently, and open new ones, and just saturate the cells, every version of us, every time, every place, every level, into the ever-expanding universe, to infinity and beyond. Every cell, in between every cell, we're going to saturate with the highest light and vibration of creator's unconditional love. And then we're going to replace those beliefs and that we just pulled with the beliefs of I am impervious, I am invulnerable, I am the light, I can only be harmed by others if I allow them to harm me. I love everyone. I love myself. And along with all that, all the feelings of knowing how to do that, knowing that that you're worthy, deserving, able to, that you are allowed, it's okay, it's possible and safe to, that you're ready, willing, and able to, and that you have that in your life right now. Then we are going to clear, heal, resolve, clear the timelines in all directions to infinity with the violet platinum flames, and write off as completed in the Akashic records all these experiences that have caused those beliefs that we pulled. And also, this is the second part, to get creator's teachings on how to be impervious. And actually, we're just going to set it up, I'm hearing. We're going to set it up for you so that all versions of you, all times, all places, into the ever-expanding universe, infinity and beyond, are impervious. That light that shines, that light that saturates and fills every cell and in between every cell with creator's highest vibration of unconditional love, is impervious, invulnerable, and impenetrable to negative energies, entities, or consciousness of any kind. And that your light emanates, that our light emanates out through our auric field, and that all beings are welcome to come into our auric fields with the condition, the absolute condition, that they must raise their vibration to meet ours in the highest levels. So, and that we have that in place absolutely and permanently to infinity, all versions, all times, all places, all that kind of stuff. And along with it, all the feelings of how that is, of feelings of knowing that your light is shining, and feeling of knowing how to do that, and that it's natural, that comes to you without any trauma, drama, or else, and it comes just as naturally without, with ease and grace and balance and harmony and joy. And anything else that Creator thinks we need to go along with that. So all you need to do for all of that is take a huge deep breath and clear your mind and say, yes, emanation. And that's it. Oh my gosh, really long. I'm going to let you go. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later in the week. This is Angela with today's Cup of Tea.